Hello, for today's Pilates practice, we are going to start with our normal flowing warm-up to get the body prepared for the practice. Then we're going to do our ab series and then spend most of the class focusing on some intermediate exercises. So as we first come to our backs, supine on our mats, we'll want to bend the knees, place the feet hip distance apart, making sure we have a nice neutral spine, a little bit of space underneath the low back. We want to adjust so that our shoulders pull down and we have that firm foundation of our shoulders against the mat. And then as we have our arms alongside the body, let's just place the heels of our hands onto the hip bones, letting the fingertips rest onto our belly. And from here, we're going to spend several moments just with our Pilates breath, establishing that core connection, inhaling through the nose, and then with that Pilates breath, exhaling through pursed lips. And again, deep inhale breath, feeling that three-dimensional expansion breath into the sides of the ribs, back of the ribs. And then exhale, feeling a tightening of those lower abdominal muscles, pulling away from our fingertips. And we'll continue with that breath. Again, inhale through the nose, exhaling pursed lips. And we just want to make sure that we feel all that tightness of the muscles around our core center, everything hugging in nice and tight around our spine. We'll just do one more practice breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling those pursed lips. And then to start to warm up a little bit through our pelvis, we're going to do that pelvic rocking where we take our pelvis into the posterior tilt, anterior tilt, so backwards and forwards. So as we first take and press our low back down to the mat, flattening out the low back, coming into that posterior tilt, and then we'll start to tilt forward, a little bit more space underneath the low back, almost like we can slide our hands underneath. And then again, exhaling to press our low back down, inhaling to find that little bit more arch through our low back. And we'll do just one more time in each direction, working to find that neutral pelvis where we can come somewhere that's halfway between the two and holding in that nice place where we have that, again, flattening of our abdominal muscles. Now as we warm up through our shoulders, let's take our arms up to the sky for arm scissors. As we first inhale, reaching into opposite directions, reaching through those fingertips, arms long, exhaling back to center. Again, inhale, reaching out, holding, lengthening, and then exhale. We'll do a couple more times in each direction, going that comfortable range of motion that works for our shoulders. And as long as we don't have any change to our spine position, keeping in that full range of motion. So we shouldn't feel any sort of shifting or rocking in the pelvis or in the low back. Now as we create some arm circles, inhaling arms all the way overhead, exhale, circle sweeping to our sides. We'll take two more times in this direction, all the way up and over, exhale to circle sweep. A little bit bigger range of motion for the shoulders. And let's reverse that motion, inhaling, circling to sides, exhale, lifting arms up and hands back down to hips. And let's do one more time in this direction. And as we release our arms alongside the body, just resting comfortably, we'll do our hip circle, starting with our right hip. We'll take and extend that leg nice and long on the mat, rolling to the edge of the foot, and then drawing that foot in and lifting knee back up to center. Again, pressing long and away, finding the edge of the foot, drawing in, and lifting back up. Let's reverse that motion. Knee drops now to the side, then we press away and draw that heel back in. One more time, dropping, pressing, and bringing that heel back in. Now as we shift to the other side, we again start with that straight leg, finding the edge of the foot, dragging in and lifting that knee back up. We want to make sure the foot that is planted down onto the ground, that there's no movement through that knee, and we switch directions. So we're using the strength of our core center to stabilize the pelvis as we find range of motion through the hip. Now as we return back to center, let's bring those knees into chest, just a little rock side to side, massaging the low back. We'll come into a hamstring stretch where we place the left foot down, right heel up to the sky, pressing through the heel, engaging through the quad to lengthen the back of the leg. We'll take this lifted foot, crossing across opposite knee, bringing left knee in to that figure four stretch. As we release that foot back down, taking right leg back up to the sky. We're gonna do our leg circle. So now pointing through the toe, still engaging the quad. We'll take the left foot long on the mat, pressing the heel away. We start our circle with the right foot first to the center and then circling around. Again, inhale, start the circle, exhale, sweep. So still stabilizing the pelvis, just like we did with those hip circles, and reversing the motion. Inhale, circling outside, exhale, center and back. 2 more times in this direction. And a last one. As we bring the right foot back down to the mat, let's bring that left leg up to the sky for the hamstring stretch. Again, pressing through the heel, lengthening the back of the leg. We'll take our lifted leg cross across for that figure 4 stretch. Opening through the outside of the hip. As we place that right foot back down to the mat, left leg up to sky for leg circles. Again, pointing through the toe, engaging the quad. Right leg goes long on the mat. Let's start that circle to the center. Inhale, breath. Exhale to circle around. Again, inhale, start. Exhale to sweep. 1 more time in this direction. And we reverse the motion. Still using that Pilates breath. Inhale through the nose, exhaling through pursed lips. As we finish this last circle, bringing both feet back down to the mat. Now we'll move into our ab prep, where again, neutral spine, hips are neutral, hands come behind the head. As we inhale, tucking chin to chest, exhale to lift shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale, stay here, pulling more into the abdominal muscles. Exhale to release back down. Again, inhale, chin, chest, exhale to lift. Inhale, stay, and exhale. Let's do 2 more times. So we finish this last one, making sure we're using that deep 3-dimensional breath. And releasing all the way down. With our arms back alongside the body, now we'll do our hip bridge, spinal articulation for the low part of the back and spine. First, we inhale, tuck the tailbone, press the low back down, exhale to lift into bridge. Inhale, stay here, engage the glutes, press knees away from the shoulders. Exhale, rolling down 1 vertebra at a time, passing back into neutral. Again, inhale, tuck, exhale to lift. Inhale, stay. And exhale to roll down. We'll find 2 more. And our last time, inhale, tuck, exhale to lift. Inhale, stay, and exhaling down. Now as we roll over onto our side for our spinal twist or spinal rotation, let's stack the ankles, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, and the palms together. With an inhale breath, lifting top arm up. Exhale to rotate open. Inhale, stay here, reaching through the fingertips. Now engaging the side body, the obliques, drawing hands back to center. So using this motion from torso rather than arm. Again, inhale, lifting arms, stabilizing shoulder. Exhale to rotate through the spine. Inhale, stay here, belly to spine. Exhale to bring hands back. Let's do 1 more time on this side. And as our hands come back together, we'll simply press ourselves up, sweep our legs around, and come onto our other side. So again, stacking all joints, wrists, knees, hips, shoulders, and palms. Inhaling, arm comes up, engaging core, exhale to rotate open. When we're rotating open, we can drop our head down. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. And again, exhaling, hands back to center. We'll find 2 more times. Noticing that openness through the torso as we reach. Inhale, lengthening hands away from each other. Exhaling to draw back. And 1 last time. And as our palms meet, we can lift ourselves up, coming over onto hands and knees, and hips back to heels in our shell stretch. So it's like child's pose, but we keep our core engaged, chin to chest. Maybe a little rock side to side in our hips. As we now walk hands off to the right side for a lateral flexion, taking a deep breath, expanding through the side body, stretching intercostal muscles. And then we'll walk hands off to the other side. Again, same deep breath to stretch the side. With our hands back to center, we'll come on to hands and knees, all fours position for our cat-cow spinal articulation. Noticing wrists directly underneath shoulders, knees directly underneath hips. We'll first arch our backs into that cow pose, a slight tuck of the chin so we can gaze about 1 foot in front of our fingertips. Starting with our tailbone, moving one vertebra at a time, we come into our cat. Starting again with the tailbone, moving one vertebra at a time, articulating all the way into cow. A couple more times in each direction. Or we take an inhale breath to arch through the back. And exhaling pursed lips, Pilates breath, as we round the spine. We'll move one more time in each direction. And as we return to neutral spine, we'll walk our hands out, lowering down onto our bellies. As we find our breaststroke prep, hands directly underneath our shoulders, shoulders down the spine, chin can tuck, eye gaze down to mat. Inhale, breath, shoulders continue to pull down. Exhale, we lift torso away from the mat, elongating crown and head forward. Inhale, stay here, engaging back muscles. Exhale to release down. We'll do one more time. Inhale, shoulders down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to stay. And exhale. Now as we take arms alongside the body, palms facing in so our thumbs are down, pinkies are up. Inhale, shoulders roll back. Exhale to lift torso away from the mat. Inhale, stay here, feeling engagement to the upper back. Exhale to release. One more time, inhale, breath. Exhale to lift. Inhale, stay. And exhale to release. Now with our hands coming forward, let's stack the palms on top of each other. Forehead gets glued to the hands. We inhale, shoulders once again down the back. Exhale, lifting the torso, including the arms. Inhale, stay here. Exhale to release. One more time, inhale, breath. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lengthening. And we release down. Hands underneath shoulders, returning to shell stretch. As we rest our hips back, taking a moment to stretch the spine. And then as we are ready, tucking toes, lifting into our downward facing dog. Using this opportunity to press heels alternating down to the mat, stretching through the back of the legs and the calves. Let's take one more time, pressing one heel down, switching and pressing the other heel down. As we let both heels press towards the mat, let's lift up onto the tiptoes, heels towards the sky, stretching the bottom of the feet, and we'll rest those back down. One more time. Inhale to lift up onto toes, and exhale to press down. Now as we draw knees down to the mat, we'll sweep our legs around, coming once again onto our backs. Now that we're warmed up, we are going to move into hundreds. As we find a nice supine place on the mat, shoulders down the back, that neutral spine, like we started our practice. From here, inhale, breath, engaging core. Exhale, one leg comes up. Exhaling, the other leg comes up. Inhale, breath, prepare. Exhale, lifting torso. Arms extend out, legs extend out. Inhale, start to pump the arms. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90, in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Holding here. Knees can bend, head down, feet down, hips go up, stretching through the hip flexors. With our hips down to the mat, let's draw knees to chest, rolling to our seated position. 4 half roll back. As we sit tall on our sits bones, arms extending from shoulder height. Inhale, breath here. Using that C curve where we draw ribs towards the hips, belly to spine. Let's inhale to the back part of our sits bones and exhale, engage the core to come back up. Again, inhaling half back and exhaling. We'll take 3 more. Last 2. And our last one. Now as we extend our legs long, sitting tall on our sits bones for a roll up, we'll first inhale, reach out through your fingertips. Once again, C curve with the exhale. Inhale, we come half back. Exhale, all the way down. Arms reach overhead. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, chin to chest, ribs to hips. We roll back to seated. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Inhaling, arms reach. And exhale. We'll take 2 more. And our last one. Once we return back to seated, let's do a single leg hamstring stretch where we bring our right leg straight, left leg in, inhaling, lengthen our posture, and then we can fold forward as far as our bodies allow, whether hands can come to our thighs, to the shin, or if we have reach of our foot. I want to think about elongating torso up and forward as we pull length into the back of the leg. Let's switch over to the other side. Now as the left leg extends, right heel pulls in. Inhale in tall posture. Exhale to hinge forward. And working to elongate and lengthen. As we release back to our seated position for rolling like a ball. We want to sit nice and tall. Inhale, breath. Exhale, C curve. Coming to the back part of our sits bones, we'll raise the heels up. Hands are just going to be light, either floating at the edge of our body next to the shins, or we can lightly place. We don't want to like hug or tuck in. We just want everything to be light and use that core engagement. Inhale, we come to the upper back. Exhale, balancing back on our sits bones. Again, inhaling back. Exhaling up and balance. We'll find 3 more. And last 2. With our last one, up and balance and hold. And now let's roll all the way to our backs, letting left leg extend, right knee bends for single leg stretch. Inhale here, exhale to switch, and switch. Inhale as our knees pass, and exhale as we extend the leg. We want to try to find a spot that's on the wall where we're trying to get our toes to touch each time. And we have 4 and 3, 2. Keep those legs moving, hands behind the head. Now right into our crisscross. Shoulder comes across, elbow stays nice and wide. The legs are still doing the same thing, just like single leg stretch. We're adding the upper body rotation. We have 4 and 3, 2, last one, back to center, double leg stretch. Hands to shins, knees bent. Inhale, everything reaches from center. Exhale, sweep arms, pull knees. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale to sweep. We'll take 2 more. And last one. Back to center. Legs go up. Engaging quads, hands behind the head. Squeezing inner thighs together. Double leg lower. We inhale down to halfway, 45. Exhale to lift back up. Inhale, lower down and hold. belly to spine, exhale to lift. Trying to keep those legs as straight and extended as possible. We have 3 more. And last 2. The last one. And with legs up, scissors, hands to right leg, left leg drops, double exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. So it's like a little pause, hold, and then quick switch. When we're reaching the bottom leg out, feeling the low abdominals pull in and engage right here. One more time each leg, and as the legs continue to move, hands behind the head, adding upper body rotation, just like bicycle. We have 4 more, and 3, 2, and last one. Both legs come up. Both knees bend, head down, feet down, hips up into bridge pose, stretching out through the hip flexors, relaxing just for a moment through abdominal muscles. Now as we drop our hips back to neutral, resetting the spine, resetting the core engagement, moving into shoulder bridge to strengthen the glutes and the hamstrings. Again, feet hip distance, shoulders down. Again, that whole neutral Pilates position. Inhale, breath to prepare. Exhale, lifting into our bridge. We're now going to put more pressure and weight into the right foot, stabilizing the whole body on the right side. Left leg to sky, toe points up. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, foot flexes, lowers to knee height. Inhale to lift. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to lift. 1 more time. Inhale to lift, and then we'll place the foot down. Same thing, pressing firmly into the left foot, stabilizing the whole pelvis, torso. Inhale, breath. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower and pause. Inhale, lift. Last time, lift up and place down. We'll continue to switch sides. And last one. Foot places down, switch. And 3, 2, 1. Placing foot down. We'll do 1 more time each side. And foot comes down, switch, last time. 3, 2, and 1. Placing pressure into both feet, holding here, engaging glutes. And hips flow down to mat. Knees into chest, a little rock side to side. Now we're going to move into roll over, where we first prepare in that neutral spine position. And in this one, our legs are going to be to 45, and they're going to go overhead. So we'll really want to focus on active engagement of the quads, really reaching through the toes and feet as we're overhead. As we engage our core here, inhale, breath. Exhale to lift one leg and the other leg. Both toes up to sky. Inhale, prepare. Again, core strong and engaged. Lower down to 45, lifting up and over. Inhale, reaching through the toes, and exhale to roll down. Back to 45, inhale, lift, exhale, over. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale. We'll find 3 more. And last one. As we bring these in, feet down, quick hip bridge. And we can drop our hips, knees to chest, rolling on up. We'll flip ourselves around onto our bellies as we are now going to work on some spinal extension exercises. As we're nice and flat on the ground, hands come underneath shoulders, toes point away, quads active, shoulders down. First will be our breaststroke. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to extend the arms. Inhale, sweep, lift, drawing palms towards the side body. Exhale to reach out. Again, inhale, sweep, lift. Exhale to reach. Using strength of the upper back, drawing shoulder blades together and down. Still active engagement to core, to glutes, to quads. We'll find 2 more. Keeping chin tucked, eye gaze down towards the mat to lengthen the neck. And then this last one, arms go out, legs go out and lift. When we swim, arms and legs go up and down. Inhale, breath. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. We'll go to 60. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20 in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30 in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40 in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50, last 10. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60, inhale, stay. Exhale to release, inhale, prepare. Exhale, we'll lift both arms and legs, hold. Inhale to release. Exhale to lift, hold. Inhale to release. And hold. One more time. And as you release, hands raise shoulders, finding that shell stretch. Rounding the spine, relaxing. Let's take a moment in downward facing dog. Again, lengthening and stretching. Pedal pushing those heels. And as we come forward to plank, either knees or toes, we'll do our yogi push-ups. Pilates push-ups. From here, hands underneath our shoulders, shoulders down the back. We inhale on a count of 3, lowering down for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. We've got 2 more just like this. Last one. And then we'll switch, going down quick. Up for 3, 2, 1. Quick down and slow up, nice and controlled. 2 more. Last one. And then we'll do our singles. We're down and press, down, press. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Shell stretch, hips back, arms forward. Let's make our way up to seated for some spinal movement, some rotational movement. First will be our spinal twist. So we sit up nice and tall, shoulders over our hips, shoulders down, belly strong and engaged. Arms will come out from shoulder height, palms facing down. From here, bending, 1 elbow, inhale, breath. We twist that direction for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center, switch sides, bend elbow, twist that way. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, so it's exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. One more time each direction. Last one. And as we release arms, let's take a shoulder roll. Now we'll do our saw. So this time arms out, everything else still the same, palms facing forward. We're gonna inhale, twist to the right. Now we flip the back palm down, exhale to reach forward. Inhale, lift back up, exhale to center. Again, inhale, twist, shoulder strong, core strong, reach forward. So we want to try to lengthen ourselves forward. So instead of going down, lengthening forward so we can use our oblique muscles. Inhale, twist, reach, squeeze rib to hip. Inhale, back to center, one more time each side. And last one here. And releasing to center. Relax shoulders. Let's come back onto our bellies. And as we stack our palms, we can rest either forehead, chin, cheek, whatever works for us. And then we're going to take our feet wide, toes turned out, heels draw in for heel squeeze prone. As we have those heels drawn all the way in, we should feel our hamstrings engage, and we're going to squeeze our heels together with the exhale breath. Inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze and hold. Inhale to release. We've got 4 more. And last 2. And our last 1. We can release our legs straight. And from here, our double leg kick, we'll take these stacked palms coming to our low back. Turning our head to face one side. What we're going to do is a triple heel beat, triple of the heels drawing in, then we'll lift into our extension. So from here, inhale, prepare. Exhale, heels draw in for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Arms and legs both extend outward, bringing everything back in, turning head, and 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, inhale, lift. And it's exhale, 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 inhale. We have 2 more. And last one. Releasing down, hands underneath shoulders, a moment in our shell stretch. And as we come forward, let's lay onto one side. We're gonna take a quick tour through our leg series, and we're gonna take this bottom arm, it's gonna be a little pillow for our head, space on the side body here to know that our obliques are engaged, all of our joints are stacked. We're gonna take and lift, bringing both heels to the front, double kick forward, we lift this foot to hip height, double inhale, double kick. Now use the glute, squeeze to pull back. Double inhale, double kick, you're using hip flexor core, exhale, squeeze glute to pull back. We have 2 more. And last one. Stacking our feet up. Now single leg lift. Inhale, leg lift just where we can keep neutral hips. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We have 2 more. And last one. Now lifting the foot to hip height, little circles forward, small circles. And reverse. And we release. From here, we just press up, sweeping legs around so that we can shift to our other side. Same start position, everything stacked. Side of body reaching away from mat. Double, both heels forward for the double kick. Inhale and exhale. Double inhale, double kick. Exhale, point, pull back. We can have hand in front for a little balance or challenge. We can put the hand onto the hip. Last 2. And last 1. Stacking legs up, single leg lift. We inhale up, exhale to lower down. So you're using the outside part of your hip and glute, and then you're using adductor to bring the leg back. We have 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Small circles, foot to hip height, circling in the forward direction. And reverse direction. We can release. From here, pressing ourselves up, and we'll sweep our legs around to come seated. For our obliques roll back, we want to sit nice and tall, core engaged, just like we were doing the half roll back, but now we add rotation, so arms extend. Inhale here, exhale, C curve. Starting with the right arm, sweep to the back corner, inhale, breath. Exhale to come back. Inhale, reach out, and exhale. We're gonna do 3 more each side. Feeling the obliques pull you up and bring you into that rotation. 1 more time each side. And our last one. As we come up, take a moment in our butterfly stretch, just to take the opportunity, stretching our adductors. And we'll have one last exercise for today's practice, and it is our side bend. We have a couple different options, whether you want more or less challenge. So as we release from this stretch now, we're going to turn and come into what I call mermaid feet, where you're going to take your bottom leg and you're going to bend the knee, flex the heel. The top leg comes around inside, so they're kind of all wrapped. You take the hand and either put it in line with your knee or put it in line with your heels. If you're going to come up onto your knee, which I will demonstrate first, you want your hand in line with the knee. If you're going to go up onto your heels, hand in line with your heels. So again, I'm going to demonstrate first the version coming onto the knee. So hand in line with knee. Opposite arm extends here. Inhale, breath, prepare. Exhale, you lift up, and in this case, onto the knee. Inhale, arm reaches up. Exhale, you dive. Inhale, arm reaches back up, and exhale, hip goes down. Now I'll demonstrate the option onto the heels. Same idea, but we're gonna come onto straight legs. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, arm reaches. Exhale, dive and pike. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale to release. 2 more times of your choice, knee or straight leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 1 more time. And as we release, let's just simply sweep those legs around. Same mermaid feet, bottom knee bent, foot flexed, top foot in there. Again, knee or on 2 straight legs. Inhale, breath, prepare, shoulders down. Exhale, we reach up and over. Inhale, arm reaches up. Exhale, we dive. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, just 3 more of our choice, knee or onto feet. Last 2. And our last one. And let's release. From here, bringing ourselves to a seated position. Take a moment just for a couple stretches. We can release our shoulders and neck, working to twist in one direction, shoulders down, neutral spine. Switching off to the other side. As we come to center, both hands behind, lifting into a chest stretch, heart opening, shoulders down, chin can stay slightly tucked or maybe lift a little towards the sky. And then we can take hands forward, around the spine. As we come back up, one last hamstring stretch. Taking one leg out to the side, squaring shoulders, hinging forward, working on flexibility for the hamstring and calf. And then switching off to the other side. And then we can come back to seated. And so that is it for today's Pilates practice.